So Untitled, go back with another video. I'm Strange Wang, and today we're doing over and under for 1980s movies.
Back to the Future.
Oof, coming in hot. Back to the Future. Back to the Future is probably perfectly rated, because I feel like it's lost a bunch of steam that time has went on. A lot of people say it's their favorite movie of all time. A lot of people say it's one of the greatest films of all time. I would put it in that Spielberg category of magical. So I would say it is probably one of the top 50 best films of all time. So I think it's perfectly rated for sure.
Michael Keaton is Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, I'm going to say Beetlejuice is a little bit overrated. I love this film. I love it to death. But if Beetlejuice isn't in the film, everything in between is just kind of, You know, Beetlejuice really makes that movie special. And because of that, but knowing, on the other hand, knowing when to use Beetlejuice and when not to use Beetlejuice is something special as well. But it's a basic Tim Burton film at the core. So for that, I'm going to have to say it's a tad bit overrated. The Princess Bride is easily one of the most underrated movies of all time. Not everyone has seen this movie, and it's so fucking good. I go ahead and say it deserves a curse word. You know, if we get demonetized when we get monetized, it'll be worth losing it because Princess Bride is that good. It deserves it, and it deserves your watch if you haven't seen it yet. So definitely underrated.
Top Gun.
Really just a bad movie, and when you put that America propaganda on top of it, it kind of makes me a little queasy in the insides under the button up, you know. So this movie's overrated.
Al Pacino, Scarface.
That's hard because it does have pacing issues, but it's not that well received. People don't look at it as like it should have won Oscars and stuff. So I'm gonna say it's perfectly rated. I love this movie. Great use of perception in film. A lot of people view this film many different ways. Like you look at rappers, they idolize this dude. If I'm going out like Tony. That's a J. Cole lyric. I'm pretty sure Lil Wayne said that too. So to have a movie perceived so many different ways and have so many meanings to it, I think that's just the power of cinema. So Scarface, perfectly rated. I love you to death. It's the reason I have a Coke now, because of Tony Montana.
E.T. the Extraterrestrial.
E.T. is overrated. This film is terrible. It's Steven Spielberg put his magic on it to make everyone in the 1980s, especially children, fall in love with a pedophile. You look at E.T., he's got a beer gut, a saggy titties. The aliens are like, man, fuck this guy. He's a pedophile on our planet. We're dropping down to Earth. He like takes control of this kid. He makes him play with his finger. When he plays with his finger, it lights up. E.T.'s a pedophile. And this movie makes me sick. People love this movie, and I don't understand it. So this movie's terrible. And then because of E.T. being a pedophile gets out, the government's like, we can't have this alien and a pedophile wrapped up in one, like messing with our children. No, there's no telling where E.T. was probing this kid at when the camera wasn't on him. So the alien's like, all right, we gotta go back down, pick him up, and then we can kill him on our planet. So the humans, they don't kill us. So this movie is a pile of garbage. And I can't believe a man the caliber of Steven Spielberg will make you fall in love with a pedophile. So the movie's overrated. I don't even know what movie I'm talking about. Am I talking about the one that came out in the 80s, or I'm talking about the 9-10 remakes or recuts of the film? If it was that good, it wouldn't have been touched in the first place.
Ghostbusters.
I don't know, man. That logo, the logo itself is overrated. I can't leave the house without seeing the logo somewhere on some like Hot Topic Walmart hat or something like that. The logo is everywhere. But the movie isn't really well represented in pop culture. So I'm going to say it's a little overrated because people don't know the meaning of this movie. You know, the comedy, Bill Murray, you got Dan Aykroyd, all these SNL greats in this movie. And they just put on one of the funniest movies of all time. And people don't appreciate it for that. They appreciate it for a logo that they can wear on their like $9 t-shirt. So unfortunately, I think Ghostbusters is a little overrated.
Caddyshack.
Caddyshack is a little bit overrated. I've heard it being called the greatest comedy of all time. With that being said, Rodney Dangerfield, Chevy Chase, Bill Murray give you some of the funniest scenes ever on film, but there's no story. And the little story, well, there is a story, but it's very lackluster. It doesn't have much substance or value to it because you don't really spend any time with these characters to appreciate and love those characters because, well, Rodney Dangerfield, he was doing this stuff. And it was hilarious. Let's throw it in the movie instead. So, as a story and a movie, it's not super great, but I love it because of those great scenes from people like Rodney Dangerfield. But this is Over and Under. I'm Strange Wing. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you next time.